You hauled the load, clean bill of lading, delivered on time, net 30. Then day 45 comes and the broker goes silent. Here is what most carriers never find out. By federal law, there is $75,000 set aside to pay you. Let me show you exactly how to claim it. Every licensed freight broker in the U.S. has to carry $75,000 in financial security before the FMCSA lets them operate. It is called a BMC 84 bond, and it exists for one reason: to pay carriers and shippers when the broker does not. This is not a favor. It is your money waiting. Here is the scenario. You book a $2,400 load, Dallas to Memphis. You deliver on time, paperwork is clean, you invoice net 30. Day 30 passes, nothing. By day 45, the dispatcher will not pick up. Now you act. But understand this first. That $75,000 is the total for everyone, not a fresh $75,000 for each carrier. If several carriers claim against the same broker, the money gets split, sometimes cents on the dollar. And if you wait too long, the bond can run dry or be canceled and you get nothing. So file early. Speed is everything. There are 5 steps. Follow them in order. Step 1, build your file. You need to prove 2 things: the load moved and the money is owed. That means the signed rate confirmation, your signed bill of lading and proof of delivery, the invoice with its terms, and the trail of emails and texts asking to get paid. Put it all into one clean PDF. Step 2, find who holds the bond. The fastest way: look the broker up on Load Wrap by name, MC, or DOT number, and the bond details are right there on the profile. Or search the broker's MC on the FMCSA licensing and insurance site. Write down the surety name, the bond number, and the broker's legal name. Step 3, before you touch the surety, send the broker a written demand. Certified mail and email. Name the load, the amount, the past due date, and set a firm deadline, 10 to 15 days. Keep it businesslike. This often shakes the money loose on its own, and it proves to the surety you gave the broker a fair chance. Step 4, when that deadline passes, file the claim with the surety. Send your full file, state the broker name, bond number, load details, and the amount past due. The surety lets the broker respond, but on a clean, delivered load, they usually cannot dispute it. Straightforward claims often settle in weeks, not months. Step 5, if the bond is tapped out, you are not done. You can take the broker to small claims court, no lawyer needed, or use a freight collection agency for bigger balances. And avoid the 2 mistakes that cost carriers the most: waiting too long and forgetting the bond has a deadline. But there is one more situation that traps more carriers than anything else: factoring. If you factored this load, you do not own the invoice anymore. The factoring company bought it, so they own the claim against the bond, not you. And here is where it bites. If you are on recourse factoring, the factor can charge that invoice back to you, usually within 90 to 120 days if the broker never pays. With non-recourse, they only absorb the loss if the broker goes truly insolvent or bankrupt. If the broker just disputes the load, late, damaged, anything, it still lands back on you. So the moment a broker starts looking shaky, do not sit and wait for the factor to act. Call them, flag the broker, and push them to file the bond claim early or to release the invoice back to you so you can file it yourself. On a bond that gets split pro-rata, filing early protects your share. Wait too long and the bond may be drained or canceled, leaving you with nothing. Most carriers who get stiffed never touch the bond because nobody walked them through it. Now you know the steps. Before your next load, look up the broker's bond on Load Wrap. It is free. The link is below. Drive safe and get paid.